Hey everyone, so if you don't know or haven't heard, Samantha Chapman, or one of the sisters on pixiwoo, I'll link her channel below. They're amazing makeup artists, and Samantha Chapman just created her own brush line, and it's called Real Techniques by Samantha Chapman, and I picked up most of the brushes, if not all of them, because I tried a couple of sets and I fell in love and I wanted to try the rest of them. And so now I'm going to do a quick review for you guys. So the first thing that I want to say about the brushes is that I think it's really cool because they are color coded. So all of the cheek brushes are pink. Do you see that? The face brushes are this orangey bronzy color, and then the eye brushes are purple, which I think is so cool. So I have 6 eye brushes, 7 face brushes, and 2 cheek brushes. And there might be one extra cheek brush I don't have. There's a blush brush that, this is the one that I have. And there's one that looks kind of like this. Like pointed, I think. That's the way it looks in the picture. Sorry, I have my computer in front of me so that I don't forget the names of anything and so I can tell you guys the prices right away. Okay, so when you order the brushes, they have lots of different ways that you can order them. So they do have singles, but they don't have all of the brushes in singles. So you can't just go and pick the brushes that you like and add them to your cart, which is something that I don't necessarily like. However, they do have kits of, it ranges from the face kit, the core collection is 4 brushes, the travel essentials is 3 brushes, and the starter kit is 5 brushes. So those are the 3 like package deals they have, and then separately they have like the blush brush, the foundation brush, the kabuki, and the stippling brush, the powder brush, and then a couple eye brushes separately. But anyway, when you order one of the sets, it comes in a case like this, and the brushes are like packed in there, and they are shown like that. But what's really cool about this is that it has this thing right here where you can flip this over, and then what you do, it has this like knob thingy that you push in, and then you slide it down to however like you want it to stand. So this thing kind of hangs, which is kind of annoying. But you stand it up and you can just put your brushes in those slots so they just stand up perfectly straight, which I think is really, really cool. Did the lighting just change on my camera? I feel like it always does that. I don't know. I'm sorry if it did that. So you get, if you order any of the sets of brushes, you will get one of these. So I have 3 of these because I got all 3 of those sets. And those are cool. The brushes are kind of hard to get in and out of the elastic because they have big ends. So I'm going to show you some of the brushes now. We'll start with the face brushes. Now this is like the big powder brush, and it is a really big powder brush. These, by the way, are all, I think, synthetic Taquan bristles, and they're all hand cut, and they are not tested on animals, because that's something really important to Samantha. So, okay, what they have here that's unique is this flat bottom. So they stand up. Let me see if I can show you guys. They just stand up, which I think is, well, okay, that fell over because I moved. But anyway, I think it's really cool that they stand because I don't have any brushes that stand up like that. But I don't really stand them up very often. And the annoying part is that it takes up so much room. So if you want to put it down in a big bin of brushes, or like I have like these things with beads with my brushes in them, they like would take up so much room. So I don't really, I like it for standing. I think that's cool, but I don't really think that it's really functional if you want to put it in like a bin with all your brushes or anything like that. Okay, but this is the powder brush. Looks like this. And it's good. I like it. It's a little bit big for my face because I have a small face. And when I use this, actually this is probably the brush I use the least because I just don't think it takes the powder well. Like I use my Chanel powder and I just don't feel like it applies very well with this brush. So I definitely think this is my least favorite brush out of all of them, probably. This is the next face brush, and this is a contour brush, and I really love this for contouring my cheekbones. This is a really nice brush. They're all so soft, and they all work really nicely, and they're like stiff but also fluffy. I just really like them, and this is a really, really good contour brush. I totally recommend that. Then the next one are her foundation brushes, and they look like this. So this is a pointed foundation brush. This is an angled foundation brush. And then this is the smaller pointed foundation brush that might actually be better. I don't know. It's big for a concealer brush. You could use it if you had a small face for foundation. I could probably use it. But anyway, I don't love this one. I think it's kind of pointless. It's a little bit small for me. But I love, love, love these two. This is so nice for getting under your eyes right there. And then this is just the perfect size for my face. I use this all the time. This hasn't replaced my Cover FX 160 brush, but I definitely use it more. And I have never found a regular foundation brush like either of these that I like. Most of the time, I generally hate these types of foundation brushes, but they work really well. They're really soft, but they're also very stiff. I think so many foundation brushes are way too soft that they just like collapse on my skin and they don't do a good job of staying stiff and blending. And this does a really, really, really good job. I really love it. So those are two really, really good foundation brushes. Then we have like another foundation brush. This is the buffing brush. I just realized that they have the writing here. So this is called the Essential Foundation Brush. And then this one is called the Pointed Foundation Brush, that really small one. Okay, this is called the Buffer Brush, Buffing Brush, and you can use this with powder, you can use this with foundation. This works just like my Cover FX 160, and I love using this for foundation too. And I just think it's really cool because out of one set, I think, one set and then a single brush, I got 3 foundation brushes for like a steal, what you would pay for one MAC foundation brush. I got 3. So, well, technically 4 with that little pointed one, but I don't really use that for foundation. Okay, then another face brush that I have is called the Detailer brush, and it looks more like a lip brush or a smudger brush, and it says in the little thing that you get with it, you can use it like under your eye, as a lip brush, as a concealer brush. Basically use this for whatever you want. So it's kind of cool. I totally see this as a lip brush. Yeah, so I like that one too. And then we'll move on to, one more is the Kabuki brush. And this is a slanted Kabuki, and it works really well for contouring in my cheekbones, just as well as the little contour brush does. And then just applying your bronzer. It's really good for that. That's what I use it for. And it's kind of cool because it opens up. So I don't really know what you do with it when it's open. I don't know. But it's magnetic, so I just thought that was cool. Okay. I do really like that Kabuki. It's nicer than my Sigma one, I think, because it's stiffer. And I just like all her brushes because they're so soft, but they're really stiff, so they blend really, really well. And I find that some bristles are just so soft that they fall apart. I have not had one bristle fall off any of these brushes, and I've been using them for weeks. Actually, I think I've been using them for almost a month. So yeah, okay. So the next brush, this is called the Multitask brush, and I use it for blush. But I like this. This can be used for powder too. And then the stippling brush is amazing. You can use this for foundation. You can use this for bronzer. You can use it for powder. It's just really, really, really nice brush. I just think these are really, really good quality. I'm so impressed with these brushes. Now on to eye brushes. So there's this kind of like really big fat round one, which is cool. This can be used to kind of like blend out your crease. You could put an all over lid color on with this, something like that. And all these eye brushes work really well. I've used them all. The next one is this fluffier brush, and it looks more like a really big MAC 239. And I can use this for color all over my lid. It packs it on really well. And then probably my favorite eye brush, the name of this is called the Domed Shadow Brush, that one I just showed you. And the one before that was called the Deluxe Crease Brush. And that's that real big fat one. They blend so nicely. Then the next one is called the Base Shadow Brush. So I don't know if you're supposed to use this with base shadow, but this is exactly like a MAC 217. So you can use this to put stuff in your crease, to blend it out. It just works really well as a MAC 217. It's a little bit thinner, but it's still just as soft, but a little bit stiffer. So I think it blends your eyeshadow even better than the MAC 217. Okay, now the next 3 brushes. The first one is called the Brow Brush, and it's just like a tack-on angled brush. This definitely can't be used for liner. It's thick, so I would totally just use this for brows, but it's really, really nice feeling and really soft. Then we have the Pixel Point Eyeliner Brush. And I don't know if this is supposed to be an eyeliner brush. It definitely cannot put on really thin liner. I think this brush is kind of pointless, to be honest. Unless you want to use it. You could use this to smudge. I don't really like it for that though. know. I think this brush is kind of pointless. I don't really know what exactly you're supposed to do with this. Unless you can smudge out your eyeliner with it, or you could draw a really, really, really thick line of liner, but you really aren't going to have any control if you guys can see how thick that is. So I don't really know. That's not one of my favorite brushes, but I do love this next brush. This is called the Accent Brush, and you could use this for a highlight. You could use this as a smudger. It's exactly like my Sonia Kashuk smudge brush, so I love, love, love that one. Alright, so that's all the brushes that I have. I do not have the Lash Brow Groomer brush or the blush brush, but I think I have pretty much everything else. These are sold exclusively at Ulta, and they just did a promo that was like buy one, get one 50% off, so definitely check back for something like that. They might do that in the future sometime. But yeah, check below for more information, and you can click and see prices and everything. And overall, though, I really think these are amazing brushes. I think Samantha did a great job. I was really nervous to try them just because of the price, because they're so affordable. So I was like, how are brushes that are going to be this affordable so great? But they really are. They're some of the best brushes that I own. I use them every single day, and I love them. So I hope you guys check them out and that you enjoy this video. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!